dive episode.
Today's deep dive episode is on the fantastic Emma Stone. We take a look at her personal life, her achievements, her awards, her philanthropy, as well as looking through a selection of her movies and some of our favourites. We hope you enjoy. Welcome back. Today we're doing an episode we haven't done in a little while, as requested by Gareth, in fact. We're going to do a bit of a deep dive on actor, writer, producer, or director. And in this instance, we have chosen Emma Stone, the actor. And I thought it's quite interesting. She's just had a film out recently. We've seen it, but we haven't seen it at the point of this record. So bear with us. But her new film, Begonia, out with Yorgos Lanthimos, just came out earlier or last month. So we thought it'd be quite interesting. I'll do a little intro on her, and then we can all discuss, bounce in with anything, and then we can go into talking about her filmography and things like that. Because I think she's a really, even if you take away all her films and stuff, her as a human, like when you see her in interviews, don't you guys think that she's relatable-ish and funny and interesting and cool? And
yeah, man, she seems really kind of down to earth. And even though she's like a massive success and constantly getting nominated for like best actor, she's still incredibly humble and down to earth, man.
Definitely.
She's great. She's great, and she looks like she's got a good sense of humor. I reckon she'd be a right laugh to have a few pints with. Do you know what I mean? Just like kick back and just
100%. Do you know either of you guys, just to start the questions early, do either of you guys know her name?
Her real name?
Emily.
Correct.
Yes.
Her name is Emily Jean Stone. And she was born the 6th of November, 1988. So when this goes out, she will be 37. So she's still pretty young in the big grand scheme of things. And she's already had 2 Academy Awards, 2 British Academy Film Awards, and 2 Golden Globe Awards. And in 2017, she was the highest paid actress in the entire world. Which is insane. And in the same year, she was nominated Time's most influential person in the world.
Well, one of the top 100 most influenced. I'm reading Wikipedia.
Sorry. Yeah.
She's also a triple threat in the sense that she can act, sing, and dance. Because if you've seen her in La La Land, she's just unbelievable.
Exactly. That's it. And she was. So these are the interesting things I found out when I was doing a little bit of research. She's born in Arizona, and she moved to LA when she was a teenager, and she's appeared in loads of TV shows. The only one I recognize really is Malcolm in the Middle.
Oh wow, okay.
But just little bit parts and stuff when she was young. And then her breakthrough role, we won't talk about it now. I'll just skip past, and then we'll go into detail in a bit. But her breakout role was Superbad in 2007.
Oh, I thought it was A level, not A level. What was it?
Easy A, that's later.
Easy A, yeah.
Okay.
So that was 2007. Then Zombieland in 2019, which was another big hit.
Yeah.
And then Easy A in 2010. So that's her build-up career. That's when she was just, who's that girl in a film? And then her bigger roles became when she was employed for being her. So those are ones she auditioned for. And then the rest of her career is people going, I want that one.
I want that one.
Yeah. So like her bigger roles from like 2011 being like Crazy Stupid Love and The Help. And then 2014, obviously the big one, Spider-Man, playing Gwen Stacy. And and that was her big career moment, so her big jump of being like a serious actor. And then the next jump is her.
2012 was the first Spider-Man. She's in 2, wasn't she?
No, she was in 2014. She was in the second one.
Really?
And then in
no, James is right. She was in 2 of them. She was in the Andrew Garfield one. She was in both of them.
Which is what, 2012?
2012, 2014.
Oh, okay. 2012 and 2014. And then we'll get to that weird noise. And
Oh,
And
was that
then
the
in
poor
2014 onwards, that's when she became serious actor. You know, she's done some
Yeah.
big roles, but it's not serious doing Spider-Man, you know. But she then did Academy Award winning roles like for Birdman, The
Yeah.
Favorite, La La
Yep.
Land, and Poor Things. That's her kind of like
Yeah.
epitome of those sort of massive roles. And she was supporting roles in Birdman and The Favorite, and then she won awards for both of those films.
Yeah.
And then she won Best Actress for La La Land and Poor Things as
Yeah.
a lead actress,
Yeah.
which I thought was pretty cool.
She was amazing in Poor Things, though. She was absolutely brilliant to play that kind of innocent, childlike quality. Like,
So good, wasn't it? I
Yeah.
think Birdman's still one of my favorite films of all time
oh
with
man,
Michael Keaton and that big one shot of a film.
oh god, yeah. Birdman's a masterpiece.
It's so good.
And
She's
and
like
her,
manic
her
drug
character,
addict.
yeah, her character's fascinating in that as well.
Yeah.
She
Um,
plays an interesting character.
So yeah, the other things that I found out because I didn't know she did this. I don't know if you guys did. In 2014, 2015, she started doing stuff on Broadway, and she was the lead in Cabaret.
Oh wow.
And and her and her husband, Dave McCary, if you know him, he's a comedian, a writer, producer, and a director. They started a production company called Fruit Tree in
Oh wow.
2020, and they produced the film I Saw the TV Glow and A Real Pain, which is Jesse Eisenberg from
Yeah,
Zombieland.
yes, because
So there's a link.
I remember they were chasing up oh god, thingy Culkin,
Kieran.
Kieran Culkin, yeah, because he was like, I want to spend some time with my family, and Emma Stone was like, well, you know that we got a lot riding on this film, right? So
Well, that's the other thing. To go to James's point about his weird noises, is that she dated Kieran Culkin in 2011, one of her first films that she was on.
oh
Yeah. And she dated him for 2 years. And then it was Andrew Garfield in 2014 for 4 years. And
yeah.
then Dave McCary in 2017 and then married him. And they've got a daughter that was born in 2021 called Louise Jean.
Oh,
So,
wow. Sorry to interrupt the show. Just a reminder to say we love and appreciate you all for listening to the podcast, whether it's on Spotify, Apple, or Amazon. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, follow, as this really helps us continue to progress and improve the content and keeps us making these fun episodes for you guys. Oh, we're also on these things called Instagram and TikTok. You can follow us there too, as we share short, funny reels on the reg that you can share with friends if you like. Now, back to the mayhem. It's mad though, because like when you see the chemistry they have in the Spider-Man films, that's partly why I love that though, because you can tell how they actually have a little fancy for each other. And I think a lot of the fans wanted them to get together, and you know, like they make a beautiful couple. And
do you remember when they were getting paparazzied so much, they started putting those pieces of paper up that took people to charities? They just had websites.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Charities for oh crap, I forget what it was called.
Oh yeah, I can't remember.
There was something about anxiety and stuff like that. I think it was.
Well, yeah, well, you know that she was battling like
autism. Sorry,
huh?
It was for autism awareness. They were putting
little
placards up and stuff like that.
Well, she was battling anxiety and panic attacks and stuff like that, and she had a big talk about that, how she managed to kind of overcome those things in order to carry on performing, man, really.
Well, that was a huge thing. She said that, so when she was younger, like a teenager at school, she had anxiety and panic attacks. And because of that, she had very poor social skills. She wasn't very good at speaking to people. She said that she was very controlling and bossy and loud. And controlling, she meant herself. Like she just focused on herself and made sure she got A stars or A grades all the way through, even though she wasn't good at school, she said. But she was so controlling. She was like fully focused.
Yeah.
And when she started theatre when she was younger, that's the thing that helped her with her panic attacks, apparently. So that's why she focused on it. And when you bring up Easy A, that's when she found out she had asthma. So she's had lots of. She's not
Wow.
had an easy kind of ride.
Yeah.
She's kind of had loads of different things going on and mental
That
health
that
issues.
that was like one of her first like leads, wasn't it? Because that film is she is the really the only lead in that film.
Yeah, I'd say that's the main lead, because the one before
Yeah.
that was
Super,
Zombieland.
super
And she
bad.
wasn't the
The
lead.
girls kind of take a back seat to the guys. They're like more of a bit
Yeah.
part, aren't they? They are important to the story, but it's
Well,
mostly the guys they're focused on.
she's so memorable though in the scene she has with oh my god, why in my
Jonah.
brain? Jonah Hill, yeah. Like, because they have the bit where he headbutts her.
You can
He
tell
headbutts
she's
her in
funny.
the nose. Like, she's like, "Fuck my nose!" Like the band.
Well, she said that she wanted to be a sketch comedian when she was younger. She didn't really think about acting as an acting job. She wanted to be a comedian.
Okay.
So that's why when she because she hosted SNL, Saturday Night Live,
Oh, nice.
back in 2010. So she would have been like 22, 21, 22, probably 21 actually. And she said that was one of her favorite days of her entire life, hosting SNL. And she did it again in 2022, and she's done it a couple of times now.
I think it's mad that you say that she used like theatre and acting to overcome her panic attacks and anxiety, whereas that fuels some people's panic attacks and anxiety being performers. Because when you're in the wings and you're shitting yourself or you're scared you're going to forget your lines, or like there's a lot of pressure.
Oh, definitely. But as you know, there's probably a way, if your anxiety is about yourself and your self doubts or struggles, if you can pretend to be someone else for an hour, that's like freedom.
Oh yeah, 100%. If the other part of your brain can allow you to be them without going, what are they saying? I'm like, I don't know what they're going to say. You're lying. I'm like, fuck. So it's it is frightening.
Exactly. And as well, she's been like a philanthropist for years as well. So like I think her mum had breast cancer, so she's done charity work for breast cancer, stand up to cancer, that sort of thing as well, and loads of other things. And as well, she was like part of that. She was one of those. She collaborated with 300 other women in Hollywood to set up the Times Out initiative to protect women from sexual harassment and discrimination. That was back in 2018. It feels like that was ages ago. It was only 7 years ago that people started paying attention to women in films behind the scenes, and Harvey Weinstein started getting attention. Like, that's mad.
That is nuts.
Yeah, so she did lots of stuff for women's rights and stuff like that, which was good. I also think, like, because that time was bad as well for women, because they didn't know how to kind of speak out or anything like that. So it was good that they
about the payments as well. What was amazing, I don't know which actors did it. I think it might have been Chris Hemsworth and some other people. They said they're not going to sign on to the film unless the female actors they're with got the same pay.
Oh yeah, there was loads of people that did that.
I don't know if it was like, it was incredible. So the men
took pay cuts to
the men were actually being proper chivalrous and going, listen, until you sort out that make it fair between both sexes, I'm not getting involved. I'm not signing on the contract.
And that's the tricky thing. Like, I get what you're saying, but
even
using the word chivalry shouldn't be the correct word either, should it? Because it should be what everyone's agreed to. So, and there are probably
again in an awkward way, it's a man trying to help out a woman again, rather than a woman being able to help themselves. Which I think it has happened though that way. That women are like, well, actually, we got this, guys. You don't have to help us get the right pay. So they kind of made it that way themselves, basically. And to be fair, actually, interestingly, a lot of movies started about some of those movements going on in Hollywood and all these things, and they cast great actresses and female actors to play those parts, and ironically, then it became bigger roles for women. So that whole movement allowed us to see better roles for women, as well as they're telling real life stories based on the battles they had to go through their careers.
Yeah, I was trying to think what that film was called, that big film that was really, really good.
And it had a crazy cast, didn't it? Didn't it have like...
Sure, it had. Who's the guy from? Who's the Hulk? What's his name again?
Mark Ruffalo.
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, I'm sure he was in it. Spotlight.
I mean, Spotlight was insane.
Oh no, that was a different one. Sorry, that's
the one about the priests. But the one I was thinking of, I think it had Nicole Kidman. Someone else.
That one, yeah.
It had Margot Robbie. I think Margot Robbie, Nicole Kidman.
Yeah,
yeah. It had the three women, and it was about. Oh God, yeah, it was literally about the stuff going on behind the scenes in Hollywood, and
yeah, that was a good film as well. That's still not the one I'm thinking about as well. There's another one which is really good. Bit of mine would be...
This is a perfect example, though, of all those films that they became meta about the situations that were going on behind the scenes and how they felt they couldn't speak up.
Yeah, the Nicole Kidman one is called Bombshell.
Yeah, man, that was it.
Yeah, with Charlize Theron and Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Kate McKinnon. There's quite a lot of people in that as well. But yeah, that was a really good film. But yeah, I mean, I think with
Stone,
where are we at? So the other thing with Emma Stone as well that I particularly like is that her friendship with Jennifer Lawrence, who I also think is an established actor, and they're both come up at the same time, similar ages, doing similar things like comedic stuff, then blockbusters, then comedic stuff, then weird stuff, and they're both like best mates, and their energy when you see them interviewed together is just them insanely bouncing off each other.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Yeah,
Jennifer Lawrence looks like a fun person to hang around with, doesn't she?
Yeah, she's batshit crazy in the best of ways, and I think Emma Stone is as well. And that's it. Neither of them are shy people. They go all out in their roles. They do some mad stuff in the films they're in.
Yeah,
she actually shaved her head in real life, didn't she, for this one?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's what I mean about her, though. Like, she wants to push herself as an artist. She doesn't want to be like a pretty person on screen. She wants to play these fascinating and profound and beautifully flawed characters that are just interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like,
well, she refused a role in a film, a big film, and it was so that she could be in Yorgos Lanthimos' The Favourite as a like second fiddle or third fiddle, not even a main character, but she could have been a main character in a much bigger film, but she refused to do it so that she could do something a bit more interesting.
But guaranteed that was her opening to their relationship artistically is incredible. She's almost like a female DiCaprio and the Scorsese thing with Yorgos. Do you know what I mean? They're paired up. If you imagine a director and an artist and an actor, it's those two. Do you know what I mean? Like, boom, boom, boom. Everyone's got their muse, and those two work so well together. And I think I'm imagining, like, if I was him, and it's like she's such an A-class actor, and she's willing to come in for a much smaller role. Man, hats off to that. Like, I massively respect that. And actually, really quickly, that's a bit like the Jonah Hill situation with Wolf of Wall Street. Because again, at the time, he was playing leads, and he's like, do you know what? I'll do a smaller role in that Scorsese movie. So, and Jonah Hill and Emma Stone are kind of pals, so I thought it was quite a nice little link.
Oh yeah, definitely. I love that bit when she was getting that award, and she was like speaking to Jonah Hill in the audience, saying, "Come on up, come on dance with me."
Yeah.
He's like, no.
Yeah. It seems like she's quite tight with Bradley Cooper as well. I wonder if they're going to work together in a movie.
They did, didn't they? That Nightmare Alley, I think weren't they both in that?
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Yeah. But yeah, she got a really good relationship, that Yorgos Lanthimos, and I think she'll be in everything he does from now on. And he's like, if anyone doesn't know him, he's a Greek director, and he has won some awards. He's pretty incredible. You might love him or hate him, but can't deny his artistry, that's for sure.
I think, if I'm honest, he partly helped Colin Farrell's career come back, because
Lobster.
when he did The Lobster, that everybody found a newfound respect for Colin Farrell, and it gave him more opportunities again.
Yeah, he didn't play just the attractive guy. He played a really quirky weirdo.
Yeah.
Well, should we go through a few of her films then? Because, like,
yeah, man.
Superbad's the first film we all saw her in, obviously.
Great movie. No one doesn't like the film.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think, James? 'Cause it's like proper old school cringe
It's
comedy.
just basically,
Offensive to a degree.
I think it had a lot of nods to like a modern day American Pie. Really likable characters, a small group of likable characters with just like ridiculous outcomes. And everything that goes ridiculous in that thing, even to the bit where he's dancing with that woman in the thing and gets some mark on his trousers. Like, it's just so funny.
Like, that was so darkly comic.
It's just pure comedy. And when the police officers just ride around with McLovin and they know he's like underage the whole time, let him know at the end. But yeah, it is just ridiculous.
And that's it. It's like one of the first films of like, early films anyway, not first films of like Bill Hader and Seth Rogen. Like, they're in it until they come in as the cops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a really good cast. A really good cast.
Corrupt.
You know that bit? Wet so well.
You know that bit where the police are getting drunk and they're using their guns to shoot the glass with McLovin. Yeah. And then the call comes down and like, oh my God, they need the police. Oh, wait, we're the police. We're drinking, man. Like, and they all stop panicking and they can't actually do their jobs because they've been hanging out and having a laugh with McLovin.
Think of the cultural effects that film have, because you still see for sale McLovin like driving licenses and stuff.
Yeah. I've got a feeling that was his joke as well that people didn't quite get. It was like the actor kind of thought of that name when they were like deciding on a silly name. And I know Jonah Hill hated him during the filming. The actor who played Fogel, Christopher Mintz-Plasse, he did not like him. It's very well known. Really? Did not get on during filming.
Is that why they were separated then early? Because they're not really in a lot of scenes together. Because he goes off to the police, doesn't he?
Well, it's because he's Christopher. So Fogel, he's a wind-up, and he's loud, and he doesn't care, and he's quite brash. So Jonah Hill's obviously the main actor and the main comedian and the hilarious one, and he was getting outstaged every time by Fogel, which was winding him up. So it was pissing him off. But the director realized that when he got pissed off, his angry comedy was funnier than normal comedy. So him going, fuck off, you prick, Hogel, and like saying weird shit like that made it even funnier. So they kept putting them together and pushing them together to annoy Jonah Hill. But with Emma Stone coming into it, it's one of those things that usually that's a periphery character. And she was, to be fair, but she brought comedy. She was fun. Oh, man. And you could tell there was something more about her. Like, she wasn't just there was a few girls. She was an actor. You could tell she's doing something next.
She was so memorable though, right? Like, her charisma, she kind of lit up the screen. And the irony is though, when she left, you wanted her character to come back though. That's the sign of a good artist, a good actor. Because you're like, I missed the character that they created for those small little moments. And you're like, well, when's she coming back? You're like, she ain't. You're like, what? So it was,
and that's it for a year or so. She did quite a lot of not great films. Like she did a film, The Rocker, The House Bunny. The House Bunny, I thought was actually quite good. Do you remember that one with Anna Faris?
Oh,
never saw it. I know what it is. I've never seen it.
It's really I remember. Good.
I kind of remember.
I don't really like Anna Faris.
I think she's amazing.
I think she's awesome.
She's great. And also Emma Stone was in a film called Ghosts of Girlfriends Past, which Matthew McConaughey and Jennifer Garner. I think she was just a girlfriend for like a minute.
I did hear about that.
But the next main one she was in that we mentioned before, Zombieland, and how epic is that film?
She was so good in that. That was fucking awesome.
But do you think everyone was like perfect? Like you've got Jesse Eisenberg, Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin, who are all that group of four people.
Yeah,
just spot on.
But they almost felt like, like those zombie movies, the zombie games you get where you've got your 4 different characters to choose from, almost like Streets of Rage. They have such an iconic, the way that those 4 were cast, you just can't unsee that poster of the 4 of them.
also with Emma Stone, she was vicious, because we saw him Superbad and other things playing just a girly girl and pleasant, friendly, and then Zombieland comes and she's like kick ass. She's protective over her little sister, and she's
Yeah.
quite vicious.
Yeah. And she's smart though. I remember they're coming up with
Yeah.
ideas like, well, why don't we fucking do this? And like, oh yeah, that's a much better idea. So she wasn't just playing like a silly sidekick. I think her ideas were better. Courageous. Yeah, kick ass.
Definitely. And that's the one with Bill Murray, which just a shout out to Nicole. That's her favorite actor. And then while Drew's having a coughing fit on mute, the next main film we did was Easy A.
I remember that being quite good. I don't remember a lot of it. I remember the premise, but I remember enjoying it and recommending it.
I thought it was brilliant. It was a good combo of like we were saying, that clever actor as well as just being likable as well. And it was 2010, so it was on the offshoot of where teenage comedies were kind of sex obsessed.
It was a funny spin on it, wasn't it? Like the whole thing was like made up and
yeah, she was getting called. Well, the letter A was a scarlet letter, and she took it on to protect other people, and then she owned it, and then she became super popular, and then made it backfire on people. I think like it's more intellectual than what you'd expect from the title and the premise, which I thought was good because she could divert things because she's still the attractive young girl for these type of films, but she is making it much more intellectual and just genius. I just think the way she did it made this very simple film a bit more complex.
yeah, it was a good movie. I might go back and rewatch that actually if it's on any streaming networks.
Oh, 100%. That'll be on Netflix easily. But she was also in like things like Robot Chicken as well. And she appeared on that Friends of Benefits film, the one with Justin Timberlake and Mila Kunis.
Good film. Couldn't tell you I remember her being in it though.
Yeah, she would have just been one of the. It would have been a small part. That
is
one.
that is a good movie though. Along with like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, that sort of comedy.
I reckon she filmed it before Zombieland came out because it was like straight after. So I bet she filmed it before she became big. She was just doing some roles,
Good film though. I'm sure she's good in it. I just can't remember it.
Yeah, but Crazy Stupid Love is probably the first.
Brilliant. One of my favourite rom-coms. I've watched it probably 10 times at least. It's so good. She's kind of co-main event as well, isn't she? Because it bases around the three main characters, doesn't it? So,
what are you, photoshopped?
Oh yeah, with this
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. Well, that was the start of their pairing up as well, because like Hollywood just loved the two of those guys because they were in Gangsterland, if you remember, with Sean Penn and some other people.
And she's been in films of Steve Carell as well since then as well. Yep. So like she's kept in tight knit with them. But yeah, her and Ryan Gosling on the screen together.
It's dynamite.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about that film, because obviously, as we know, Steve Carell is the geeky dad who's not very good at anything and meets Ryan Gosling, and who's a smooth operator, and is like, well, how do you get women? How do you appear attractive? And he goes, I'll fix you, I'll sort you out. And he sees how dodgy Ryan Gosling is about sleeping with lots of women and stuff like that. And then he goes to meet his daughter's new boyfriend at the house, and he walks in. He's like, Nope.
That is brilliant.
Kevin Bacon's in there as well. Takes a swift hit to the jaw, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, that's Julianne Moore's boyfriend, which is
that whole scene is Kelso, and they're all strangling each other, and they're all on each other's.
Oh yeah, in the garden.
And then the dad of the babysitter gets involved as well, doesn't he? So it's like a 5-6 man. Like everyone's like, Ryan Gosling's like, what is going on?
Yeah. One where the little boy fancies the babysitter as well, and is like completely in love with her. Yeah,
and he's taking pictures of her or something. Yeah.
No, she takes pictures to give to the dad of
because he fancies the dad.
It's like even the very beginning. When they're driving, I could do a whole episode on this film. But the very beginning, when his wife just says, "I want a divorce," and he just falls out the car, just gets out, and it's still going. It just rolls along.
Oh, he just rolls out of it. It's genius.
Yeah, it's one of those films that
So
it's
good.
billed as like this rom-com, and it is a rom-com, but it's
So
just
touching,
so
though.
brilliant.
It's
Just
really heartfelt.
when they go
Yeah.
to parents' evening and the teacher starts like writing jerk and stuff on the because he slept with her Annie and didn't call her back.
oh yeah, yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Oh,
first time he actually gets going with Ryan Gosling helping him. Yeah,
oh yeah, and he just teaches him to be an asshole, doesn't he? He's like, you just need to be a bit more, colder. like,
yeah. But he's so it's much funnier than it deserved to be. That's for sure.
yeah,
And that's also when she did The Help. Have you guys seen The Help?
yeah. Is it Viola Davis?
It is specifically, yeah, Viola Davis, Emma Stone, Octavia Spencer,
Yeah,
and
Davis
Bryce
Spencer as well.
Dallas Howard, and Jessica Chastain, which I think those two look very similar.
Yes.
I like Bryce Dallas Howard. She is very good.
Very good actor.
Yeah,
But
I thought
She is
Help.
a very good actor, and she has a
Everyone.
great episode of Black Mirror as well.
yeah, that was a great
An
episode.
episode that isn't probably too far off potential.
Yeah, definitely. With all the
You
likes and
watch
stuff
Black
like that,
Mirror
you can't
now,
get
and
invited unless you got enough likes or followers.
also I rewatched Black Mirror recently. Not all episodes, just
Yeah,
some of them,
that
and I was
episode's
like,
called
things that
Nosedive.
have happened in the last 5 years are actually more mental than what happened on that now. Like,
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
some
we've
things, the tech
surpassed some of
ones,
those episodes now, haven't we?
yeah, and some of the tech ones, you're like the one where the drone is filming them fight. I can't remember what it's called. And they're getting messages saying we're going to expose you unless you do something. And at the end, Kevin, is the guy called Kevin?
I don't know.
You find out who's a pedo at the end, the very very end.
Yeah, that's the guy that's in the new
Yeah,
Alien
yeah,
Earth.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But
yeah.
even
That's
that, you're like,
the
how
one.
could the stuff in Black Mirror now is like, oh, this could happen.
Yeah, definitely.
Fun and
Well,
Games or something. I think that episode. I can't remember something. Yeah.
there's lots.
Yeah, I don't
Anyway,
know.
let's stick with Emma Stone. Um, yeah, The
Sorry, Emma.
Help was probably our first serious role, wasn't it? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, not
not
seen it.
like it, well, it's about like the movement in the 1960s, about people having African
Help.
American maids, and it was
Yeah.
their point of view on the white families which they work for, and the hardships they go through on a daily basis. Basically, that's kind of the plot. And obviously, Emma Stone is one of the white people. Be
Yeah.
pretty
Thanks
weird
for
if she
clearing that
wasn't.
up.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
Imagine if she'd gone full Robert Downey Jr. in Tropic Thunder. Probably
yeah.
wouldn't be any films at the moment, would she? That would have been a career killer.
Well, Tropic Thunder was like 2008. It's not that far away from that, so she could
Yeah,
have
but
got
even
away
in
with it.
2008, you could still get away with that stuff. Little Britain was fine
Yeah,
back then.
a few years later, a different world. Yeah, and then she was in 30 Rock, the comedy, for a bit as well.
I used to
But
watch that.
But again, like you said, she was in the Amazing Spider-Man as Gwen Stacy with Andrew
Oh,
Garfield.
Oh, what a film.
See, I remember them being good, but
They
I
are
still
really
say
good,
the Andrew
though.
Garfield ones are my favourite ones, the Amazing Spider-Man ones.
Yeah, the first one was so good.
I
The
wish
first
he
one,
wasn't
anyway.
a pleb because I'm pretty sure it's his fault that the third one didn't happen because he was being a bit of a diva, I think.
No,
no,
it
he
wasn't.
wanted he
He
did
wanted to work with Scorsese.
wanted to do a Scorsese film,
He wanted to do
which
Silence.
is
Well,
much
why
better.
didn't they just film it afterwards then? It's not
Because he
like they got
couldn't.
anyone else to play his character, is it?
That's the
Well, no,
production
they
company's
signed a
fault, not
contract.
his.
They signed a contract and then it ran over or something.
Nowadays, who knows? He's back as
But
Spider-Man
mate,
now.
come
We
on,
might get that third
mate.
movie.
If you're an actor who's worth your kind of bread and butter and Scorsese gets you on the blower, you can't turn that call down, man.
Oh, that was it. He broke contract or something, didn't he? Something like that. But
No,
you never know. He's been Spider-Man again since, so we might get that third movie.
Oh, there is talk of that as well,
Yeah.
for him being in the
Tobey
new
Maguire might
Spider-Man.
get another one. I'm not interested in that though.
Well, I heard about like Wolverine and something with the Spider-Man, but especially Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. But that's not
Yeah.
Emma. That's not Emma. Sorry, Emma. Sorry, Emma.
Yeah. Well, the next
They could bring it back. They could bring it back.
the next big
They
one she
could, because
did.
of the Spider-Verse. They could bring her back.
No, she died.
Yeah. How
Yeah,
many
but-
people in Marvel films have died and come back?
Yeah, they could just.
Yeah, they haven't really done that in the Sony verse of the Marvel side of things, though, have they?
Yeah, good point.
Good shout. Good shout. Yeah.
Plus, the new Spider-Man with I think Tom Holland's better than all the previous Spider-Mans. Like, they're better.
Actually, they have done that because they brought back all the bad guys that had all been killed previously.
Yeah, actually, that's true. In
Oh,
No
yeah.
Way Home, They could have brought.
She isn't
They could
dead
have
in
brought
every.
back.
She isn't dead in
Fucking
every
hell.
world, is she? She's only dead in one world that we know of. They came from 3 separate worlds.
They
Yeah.
could have brought Gwen Stacy back actually for No Way Home. That would have been dope.
Except it would be Kirsten Dunst. It would be the wrong Gwen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Confusing, isn't it? But
Yeah,
anyway, next film she did was Gangster Squad with Ryan Gosling again.
great movie.
Meh, it's all
It was
right.
very caricaturish. It
And then
felt
she
very.
started doing like Disney stuff, like the Croods and stuff like that.
Okay.
Amazing Spider-Man 2, and then the one that's worth talking about is Birdman,
Birdman.
which we already talked about a little bit already. But
Yeah.
that with the drum, it was like a drum beat all the way through the film. In one scene, the camera cut. Well, it was one cut, but they went around and there was a guy playing the drums. And
Yeah.
then
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
she was
Yeah.
like a drug addict, and she was a bit manic and stuff like that as well, wasn't
What-
she? Trying to hit on to
Edward
what's his
Norton's
face,
character.
Edward Norton, yeah.
Yeah.
And that was Zach Galifianakis' one first serious role as well.
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
just can't take him seriously. I just
I love
can't.
it. I love Birdman, and the script it's so good. Like I think for people that have been on stage or love theatre and all that kind of stuff, to see her behind the scenes of rehearsals and then practicing and then how it is each night, it really gives you a real sense of the anxiety and what it's like, or the excitement to go on stage, and you never know what's going to happen.
I thought a standout character in the film was Naomi Watts as well. I thought she was
Oh
brilliant.
yeah, she was incredible. I can't remember the other
Really
girl that was
funny
amazing.
as well.
Who was the other girl in it that you get the feeling that Michael Keaton's character's kind of been playing a bit.
Andrea Riseborough.
Yeah, she's fucking
Yeah,
amazing as well. But what
But
were your
that's
thoughts?
but
Real quick though,
yeah.
go. I was just gonna say, you know the famous ending of that where he jumps. Supposedly he potentially jumps to his death after having a new nose. Whether or not it's a dream of like he died on stage after shooting himself or accidentally missed, whatever you think. What is the bit where she looks out of the window, right? Looks down at the ground, hence potentially seeing a bloody mess, and then she starts to look up, and then she looks up in the sky, and then it ends on her smiling.
Yeah, it's him flying, isn't it?
Ah,
He's Birdman.
oh, that's beautiful. Okay, that makes much more sense now.
So yeah, it's kind of an ambiguous ending deliberately, so you can make
Yeah.
up your own rules a little bit. But like
Yeah.
that was the joke as well. Like Michael Keaton, like obviously most famous for doing Batman,
Yeah.
and he's there in his dressing room as a failed actor, and he's got Birdman in the background, and he keeps turning into Birdman in his imagination. And
Yes.
it's because he hasn't done, even though I think he's done some great stuff since Batman, but it was a downward trajectory, wasn't it? A little bit.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a piss take. We got this film about Birdman and someone that's failed, and his best film was Birdman. Let's get Batman in.
But brilliantly kind of relit his career, and he won a fucking. Didn't he win Best Actor?
I cannot remember. Emma Stone won Best Supporting Actor.
It for Birdman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
But yeah, a bunch of other films. I'd say
Brilliant.
she was in Pop Star as well. You know, never stop, never stopping. You know, of Andy Samberg.
Oh yeah, like the kind of
James,
fast.
why are you not shaking your head? If you've not seen Pop Star,
No, is it when he was doing all the little the shorts, like when he did Tour de
no, it's a
Pharmacy
movie.
and stuff like that?
It's a full movie, Pop Star. You need to watch that stat. It's fucking hilarious. It's Andy Samberg being Andy Samberg for an hour and a half. The Lonely Island Boys and stuff like that. And during it, you see a bunch of music videos that they're just talking, and it's basically Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
And while they're talking, a scenario happens, and then music kicks in, and it turns into a music video.
He's imagining it. Yeah.
It's insanely stupid.
Yeah.
But that was 2016. She popped into that, but that's the big year again where La La Land, which I keep saying on this podcast that I'm not a fan of musicals, and this is the big change for me. This is
I loved it.
one of the best films.
I loved it. And it's fucking heartbreaking, man. Like they really it really grinds on your heart, doesn't it? That film, like in so many places, because of the bit where they meet. You know, when he gets back and they have that meal together, and then it doesn't go the way you think it's going to go. They're supposed to have this beautiful romantic meal, and it all just starts to build and escalates into this kind of eruption. He's like, "Well, you go. I don't want to see you anyway." Like it's like there's so much. It's got so many layers to it, man. It's so I love it.
Really enjoyable. Like it's funny. Like just what because it's not over the well, it's got some over the top musical moments, but
Yeah.
it's not constant. There's enough narrative and story that it's not just about the music. But then again, the music kicks in even when there's not a musical bit, like at the swimming pool scene
Oh
when she
yeah,
comes into him and finds out he plays in a really crap band, and she's
yeah,
teasing him and joking with them and flirting with him, and it's just
yeah. And
that's
she
Emma Stone
asks to play a
being
song.
Emma.
She
Yeah,
asks to play a song he's not happy about, and then it's like this little banter. So she's so witty.
yeah, because he's
So
quite
great as that character.
pretentious about the music he likes, doesn't he? So she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
play that really cheesy pop song.
And he's like,
He's like,
you
fuck's sake.
fucker. Yeah,
But
it's
I
beautiful.
think that's the truest to her. I think Emma Stone wasn't acting in that film. I think that's Emma Stone. I think that's
Yeah,
her. That's her personality,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, 100%.
which is
Oh man,
why she's so
what about
loved.
the audition though? You know, when she writes the play for herself, what was crazy was I can imagine Emma Stone doing all those things, like you said, that character does. I can imagine her writing her own one-woman play to kind of get taken seriously as an artist. And then that bit where, you know, when she's doing the amazing audition, and then like I think the people's phone goes, and they're like, "Oh yeah, whatever, next," and you're like, "What?" And you see her performance, you're like, "How could they say next to that?" It's absolutely heartbreaking. And then when it turns into the actual song, where she breaks into song and she says, "Say, I think was it my grandma or my mother once said, and then she breaks into that song, and then it becomes like the silhouette puppeteers of her imagining the future.
Yeah,
It's so beautiful, man. It's so powerful, man. So powerful.
it's just a perfect film. I could
And
watch that.
they both sing
Comfort
beautifully.
film.
They both sing brilliantly, and this is what I meant. Like at one point, I think I was sought after for the album, and I remember going on YouTube and actually listening to so many of the tracks from La La Land, in particularly wanting to listen to when she sings about the bit in the audition, and I was like, oh my god, her voice is amazing.
Incredible, yeah. And this brings us. I mean, it sounds like this is the end of not the end of her career, but the end of the conversation about her career. But she's done a few little bits and bobs, but the important ones are the Yorgos stuff because after this, she's involved with like Louis Vuitton situation. She's in Paul McCartney music video. She does a series called Maniac with Jonah Hill, which is a
Oh, okay.
Netflix series, which is really good. I would recommend watching it. That's what the poster looks like.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's very good. It's them just pissing around and having a laugh, basically. And obviously she does the sequel to Zombieland, Double Tap, and other few things like Cruella, stuff like that. Nothing.
Mate, she was amazing, Cruella though.
I've not seen it.
Cruella was great.
Mate,
really
Cruella
good.
was mind blowing.
The ending as well, like the twists and the turns. It's really good.
Oh, really?
Kev, you like it?
Yeah, Kev, I think you should watch it, man. It's really, really good.
There's like the bit where she flicks that match and her dress changes and stuff.
Yeah, it's almost like
special effects in it. Bearing in mind it was around the time when Disney were having a bit of a, let's say, issue with their special effects. The special effects in this are pretty legit.
It's seriously, Kev, it is a really fun film. Great script.
And it doesn't just start with like Cruella de Vil trying to steal puppies and that sort of thing. It's not that at all. It's not.
No.
It's totally different than 101. It's not 101 Dalmatians.
Oh man, it's a bit like what's that
It's an
one with
origin story.
What's
They're
that
like
one with
Joker.
What's that one with Meryl Streep and Emily Blunt and Anna Hathaway?
Devil Wears Prada.
It's like Devil Wears Prada, man, isn't it? Meets 101.
Imagine the Joker with Matey Boy, but Cruella de Vil. Their origin story and why they became what they did.
Yeah.
Except it's not as dark as Joker.
Yeah, but yeah.
All
but
right,
with the Devil Wears Prada in, yeah.
We are running out of time, guys. Just so you know, we've got about 5 minutes. But yeah, she did a few other things like The Curse on Prime and Eddington, which was pointless her being in. To be honest, it was such a small part. She was great in it, But it was just her falling asleep and walking away a lot.
They
Well, I
probably
was gonna
rang up and
say,
said, "Do you want a few $100,000?" She's like, "Yeah, I got nothing on that day."
Yeah.
I was going to say with the poor thing, that
Yeah.
was a very bold and courageous move for her from the
Well,
point of view
Yeah.
of a lot of her flesh
Nudity.
on display.
Yeah, there's a lot of nudity. Well,
and
that's
very-
the Yorgos thing. After, the favourites, the Poor Things, Kinds of Kindness, and Begonia, and all three of them have a little bit of nudity and brave
Yeah.
emotions, but not. I wouldn't even really say in a sexualized way, to be honest. Even though the scenes she is in Poor Things, she is excited to be a prostitute because she's
she enjoys it. It's not. Yeah.
But it's funny. It's comical.
partially comic.
They just
Yeah,
have to be naked at the same time. It's not sexy in any way and anything. It's just.
I think for actors as well, once they've done it once, it's like it's more occurrent. Like,
I think
but
it's
she obviously
more
went
that
a,
she's
she went a huge
comfortable.
part of her career without doing it, didn't she?
No, I think it's more that she's comfortable with the director and the plot and the reasoning behind it, rather than just being something for the sake of it. Which is why, in Kinds of Kindness, she does it for one scene, which is pretty full on sexualized, but it is for like a split second.
Right.
Have you seen Kinds of Kindness?
No, you told us not to. Kind of like you just said. It was so
I didn't enjoy it. I didn't like it, but it was. You would like it probably though, because it is.
Oh, really? Okay.
Visually, it's amazing. The story is amazing. It's multiple different plots, and it is mindfuckery at its best.
Yeah.
But I don't understand the point of it.
Oh, yeah, because you were saying it's from different perspectives, isn't it? That's what I love about it. It's from her side or from his side, and then in the other story, he's the different
it's
part.
completely different stories. It's and there's animation in the middle, and there's weird things, and there's
I like films like that though, a bit weird.
And like in Poor Things, you've got what's her name again?
Oh, the one for the substance.
Yeah, Margaret Qualley.
Margaret Qualley, yeah.
Who is also naked in both of them. So it's there's a lot of flesh on show in the Yorgos films, but again, it's in a weird way. But the film Poor Things, I thought was exceptional. And that was only one section of it. There was loads of other, but it's visual. The visual storytelling is unreal.
Yeah.
The bit of like Willem Dafoe at the beginning when it's in black and white and
he's operating on the people, or what about when he burps and the bubbles?
The bubble. That's amazing. And again, there's always like naked bodies somewhere around. That's when she's basically a child's brain, but in Emma Stone's body.
Oh yeah,
there's that cadaver on the board, and she's just picking up its flaccid penis and flicking it.
But you know what's crazy as well? Because I just realised it almost goes full circle. Because she's a woman that's not happy and jumps off a balcony.
Yeah.
And they find her brain and put it in someone else, or whatever, however it works.
But then
she then goes on that boat trip, and because there's a moment where she's looking over a balcony and has a weird like moment where she almost has a recollection of what happened, but then carries on.
Yeah. But what we'd say, definitely watch Poor Things. That's incredible. Kinds of Kindness is mad. That's open for interpretation, and obviously Begonia, which is out now, but we haven't seen it at the point of this record.
How's read some promising write-ups though?
What?
Promising write-ups.
Yeah. Also, for James's relative point, which he's not going to hear right now, Cruella 2 is in production.
Oh wow! No, but seriously, Kev, check out Cruella. Like, it's amazing.
I might not, but I might.
I'm going to tell you something. I was watching it briefly with my mate. I watched 25 minutes of it because it was for his daughter. Yeah. And I was like, I'm going to buy that because I want to watch the other half.
Sweet. What would you say is your favourite film of hers then? And we'll end on that.
Ooh. She's just so good in La La Land, man.
I'm edging towards La La Land. I'd say Birdman, but she's not a main part in that. I'd think La La Land is her film.
Great fucking monologue, though. You know when she's written down all the stuff on the toilet paper, and she's like, "This is a tally, Dad," and she says, "No one gives a shit about you and your movies," and when she tells him he's so self-obsessed, that monologue she has is.
And again, she won the award for it. I just think, La La Land and Poor Things are more her films.
Yeah.
I'd say those two stand out.
Well, I mean, saying that, fuck it, man. I'd say Cruella as well, though. It's such a good arc. It is, like you said, it's like Joker, but from Cruella's point of view.
Yeah. No, amazing. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for listening. We have a guest joining us in a second for our next record, so look out for that one next week. And yeah, thank you for listening to the deep dive, and we hopefully will do a few more in the future. Go watch an Emma Stone film.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This has been Rage Whale. Thanks for hanging out with us. We hope you had a whale of a time.
Thank you all for your continued support, and please do check out our other fun episodes with many great and interesting guests. And just to let you know, we're also on YouTube if you want to also watch us. But do give us a follow on Instagram and TikTok, and we'd love a cheeky 5-star rating on here if you had a moment. And if you do want to support us further, we do have merch. The links are here and on our socials. It's ragewhale.tmill.com. Thanks for listening. Have a great day.